Okay, so in this tutorial I'm going to show you how do we handle the errors that we can get while we are trying to submit a login request to Clerk, right? So if you're trying to submit a login request to Clerk, right, what you're gonna sometimes run into is a user not typing in their password correctly or some other type of error, like they didn't fill in a login field. So we can get those errors, and this is the code that we wrote for the login submit logic to first to check the user and then to log in the user and then redirect them to the dashboard page. So let's first see that, okay, let's say the user put in their email. I'm not going to put in a password. So if I, let me clear this, if I submit this right now, you will see that I am getting this, and that's because of this try catch block. I am getting the error that is from this not completing, and I'm just displaying the error using this, but this is not a good way of seeing the error. Okay, so the code is form param nil, meaning that one of the fields is empty. So the message is enter password, and the long message is also enter password. The param name is password. Okay, so what we can do is show the error here, right, under this. But we need to first confirm this error is correct or not. So there is a way to handle errors, and I'm going to show you that. So first, let us create a, just separate this. So I'm just going to duplicate this, and here I'm going to say error for message. Okay, something simple, and say the same for this. Okay, so we created a use state to handle our errors, and I'm just gonna get this. So here what we can do is check whether an error ended up occurring or not. So to do that, you can create a if statement, and here you can do a isClerkAPIResponseError. So what this is going to do is take in the error that we're getting from here, and after we take in the error, what this is going to do is, okay, if this is true, then set the error message, and the error message is going to be error.errors. We're gonna get this, and this is JSON.stringify. That's why you were seeing it like this. But if I remove this, just put this in, okay, you'll see how this is shown to you in the console log. Okay, so this is how we check errors, and we set an error message. Okay, so let's add in where we need to put this error. So just above, no, let's put this below the login button. Actually, you know what, let's add this under the form. Okay, so I'm gonna say error message dot map. Let's map through this, and I'm gonna do a dex so that it's unique, and also the error. Okay, and here what we can add is a simple paragraph. Okay, class of text dash white text dash excel, and here what we're gonna add is the dot long message. Okay, actually let me just take all of this and add in a div. Okay, let's add a class of p-4 to give it some padding, and bg-red dash 500. Okay. And let's add this into this. Okay. Now for each of the when there is something in this, right, we're gonna loop through this and get something. Okay. And I'm actually gonna make sure that this isn't empty, this is null. Okay. So I'm gonna loop through this and get the long message. Okay. And just display that here. Okay. So let's check if everything is working or not. Okay. And just look at the code so that you can copy it. Module not found. It's importing it from the wrong place. This is not correct. Okay. The place this needs to come from is /errors errors. Okay. This is where it needs to come from. I'm gonna log in. As you can see, we are getting this. We need to make a few changes to this, obviously, to make this look good. We need to actually just add it under this. Okay. This will solve most of the problems. Oh, text. Let me just make the errors more clear in the console log. Now let's let everything reload. Now let's check this. If I try to log in, it will say that I need to enter a password. And if I, let's say, add the password, okay, let me try and log in. Now it will say the identifier is invalid, which is the email. Okay. And I'll use this, but I'm gonna mess up the password and I'm gonna add this. So now it's saying the password is incorrect. Try again or use another method. And if you look at this using the meta param name, you can check that, okay, if this is the password field, then I can give my own message. Like right now, you're seeing this message, right? This is not the message that we want to give. You could change this. Be like, okay, I just want that the password is incorrect. That's all I want. So you could do something like if else. So let's copy this. Let's put this here. And I'm going to put the same thing here. But what I'm going to do here is say that, okay, if the errors dot, if you look here, the errors dot meta is equal to the password, then I want to send in a custom error, which is going to be errors long message, then our message, which is password is incorrect. And also you need to check the code as well. Oh, this is an array. Okay. Actually, you know what? I am copy this here. Okay, take the long message, put that here. I'm gonna add the and. The code needs to be this. Actually, I put this here, and the error.errors here, spread that errors 0, spread that into this. So this will change the message of that into this. Okay, I forgot to add this, and you need to add param name to this. Okay, save this. So there was a little bit of a problem with the code. This part of the code needs to be like this. So you pass in an array, you get the previous elements, and you just add this in, and you check for this and you check for this to target the password incorrect. Okay, so after you do that, you are going to get the form password incorrect, and the message is password is incorrect, try again or use another method, which was the previous one, which you are still getting, but this is the long one, and its password is incorrect, and try again or use another method, which we are getting, which is outside of this. And inside of this, when we check the error, we're just sending this one. So this is not messing with our previous code, so we're sending this if it's something else. But if it's specifically a password field and the form password incorrect, then we want to send a custom error message. So we're doing that. So this is how you check for error messages in this. Okay, so I hope you like this tutorial. Like and subscribe for more tutorials like this, and to stay updated on the latest tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.